If you've been wondering whether or not TK's Garage and myself have been lying about the Dodge Charger getting a Hemi engine in it, we are not the only ones, because what if I told you that actual journalists that work for publications like the Toronto Star have been reporting that sources have told them about Hemi engines going to the Charger, even some in excess of 1,000 horsepower. Okay, I'm over 50,000 subscribers, and the 57% of guys who watch these videos over and over again, when I hit the subscribe button, help a butter out, help me get to now 100,000 subscribers. Let's run this back. Now I got to 50. We got to do twice as better now. So let's get right into the situation with this actual Charger. Because me and TK's Garage, we've been saying for months now that yes, Dodge will put a Hemi inside a Charger. It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. But you had these, approved journalists trying to tell you that, oh, well, they're not doing that. They're not gonna do it anytime soon, yada, yada, yada. But we're not the only people out there in the entire world that has sources within Stellantis. So now you had the Toronto Sun, who are journalists as well, and they got some information from their sources about some very interesting stuff going on within Stellantis, especially at the Windsor Assembly Plant. So let's check this article out right here. Stellantis ramps up gas-powered vehicle production at the Windsor Assembly Plant. This right here was sent out, June 18th of this year. So it's not that long ago. And like the person they're talking to in this article is someone that is Auto Forecast Solutions Vice President of Global Vehicle Forecasting, Sam Fiorani. The 670 horsepower Dodge Charger Scat Pack electric model will continue to be available, but the company has paused production of the lower power RT Charger EV for 2026. Something that I brought you guys, I brought that news to you guys, back in May, like April, May timeframe. And for a week, old Butters line, these YouTubers doing nothing but clickbait. Oh, they're doing for clicks and views and yada, yada, yada for like a whole week. But then, oh yeah, Dodge couldn't let it pass. And yeah, sorry guys, we are in fact discontinuing the actual Charger Daytona. I don't know why my face is not going in focus. I don't know why, it must be that person right in the background. But yeah, I kept hearing for a whole week that Butters lying. He's doing all the clickbait stuff and yada, yada, yada. But then a week later, Dodge had come up with a press release and confirmed that I was exactly right. So I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there. Fiorani expects gas-powered Chargers to also do very well in the retail market. It's a strong design, said Fiorani. It got a throwback look and it's very large vehicle. Just because it's a very large vehicle don't mean it's going to do very good. There's plenty of cars that's not that big as a Charger Daytona and sells way better. It'll also appeal to a lot of buyers as long as you have the right powertrain. And that's the number one thing about this, right? It has to have the right powertrain or it will not appeal. So me, myself personally, I do not see the Hurricane in the Charger appealing to a lot of people. Because you gotta look at it like this. The Hurricane engine is already in multiple vehicles. And every one of those multiple vehicles have been a sales disaster. The Hurricane engine is in the Wagoneer, the Grand Wagoneer, and the Ram 1500. All three vehicles have lost market share, and all three vehicles has been a sales disaster. So I don't know how you put the same engine into a fourth vehicle is going to all of a sudden magically make that vehicle way more popular. I'm just saying, I don't see it happening. And Stellantis knows this, hence why they brought Tim Knissis back. And the first thing Tim Knissis did when he came back was bring SRT back and the Hemis. So I'm just saying, there's gotta be a reason why they're bringing the Hemis back, because if it was the Hurricane engine being so good, then why the Hemi coming back? Why is an engine that's like 20 years old coming back in a bunch of models? I'm just saying, we don't care, we don't care. The Hurricane engine is an excellent powertrain. I don't think so. If it was an excellent powertrain, then why every vehicle it is in has lost market share or has been losing a ton of sales? Well, look at this. Stellantis engineers have been at the Windsor Assembly Plant studying if a cellular large platform used to build a Charger can handle the Hemi V8 engine. So I'm pretty sure they probably heard that from somebody that's telling them to do that, because that's not something that me and TK has told them. And I'm pretty sure someone who's like the VP of a forecasting company is not gonna watch a couple of YouTubers and use our information to support his theory right here. The Chrysler Corporation created the famed Hemi V8 in 1951 and is restarting its Hemi program at its Dundee engine plant in Michigan. That's definitely something they got from Mopar insiders, even though for right now and in the foreseeable future, the Hemi is being made in Mexico. They need to stop putting this nonsense out there. The Hemi is made in Mexico, not made in Michigan. That's not gonna happen for a while. So I hope these publications stop going on record saying this. Sources have told the Star that Stellantis is also exploring offering the high-performance Elephant engine that produces 1,000 horsepower in the Charger. I mean, I didn't talk to the daggone Toronto Star. TK didn't even know about this article even coming up, so we didn't talk to them about this crap. Me and TK is not the only people going there telling people about this stuff going on, right? You got an actual independent organization that me and TK didn't even know this article even existed. Somebody sent it to us, saying that they're gonna put 1,000 horsepower into the Charger. So let's go to the rest of this article. This is pretty interesting. We haven't seen any of that engineering information showing if it fits in the platform yet. The revival of the Hemi makes perfect sense. And I'm gonna say this as slow as possible. The Hurricane engine will not save Dodge. The Hurricane engine has been a disaster for the last 2 years for Stellantis. Ram has lost double-digit sales. Jeep has lost a lot of sales for the Wagoneer and the Grand Wagoneer. The only reason why, I'm not gonna say, well, the Wagoneer sales ain't down. The only reason why the Wagoneer sales had kind of creeped back up is because they had to drop off tens of thousands of dollars off the MSRP for people to actually buy it. You don't drop off tens of thousands of dollars off the MSRP on vehicles that are actually selling, because that is your profit margin that you're cutting into. So I'm just saying, this whole thing of the Hurricane is way better than the Hemi does not hold water, because numbers never lie. Why in the world would Ram go through all this stuff, all these little loopholes to bring the Hemi back within what 6-7 months of Tim Kniss getting hired back? You think Antonio Filoso, or like, nah, he wasn't even CEO yet. You think Stellantis board members are going like, let's bring back Tim Kniss to see whether or not he can make our Hurricane engines appeal to a larger customer base, right? Tim Kniss is the first thing he did when he came back, my dear friend. He's like, what can I do? Can I either try to waste more money to make the Hurricanes more beneficial to people, see if I can increase sales of Hurricanes, or could I do what I did, where I basically said the Hemi's coming back, bring TRX back with a Hemi in there, we're bringing SRT back, and we're gonna put the Hemi in the Ram trucks, the first vehicle out of all of the vehicles in the lineup. So I'm just saying, which one did Tim Kniss do? He didn't make the Hurricanes more appealing. He went and did what he knew works best. He kept it simple, stupid. He went back to the tried and true formula of a Hemi engine in a popular vehicle. I mean, it's really that simple. It doesn't matter how much these other little Mopar sites bang their pom-poms together. The Hurricane will never be loved. These EVs will never be loved with this brand. A brand, because like, let's say, Dodge, for example, built its reputation on bucking against the trend. Now they're trying to tell you, at the years of giving you 700, 800, 900,000 horsepower cars, now all of a sudden, we're gonna basically buck with the trend and give you guys compliance engines and stuff, right? When it's making more money paying the fines compared to this nonsense right here of trying to be on the government's good side and losing a ton of money with Hurricanes and EVs. They're about to lose billions with a B, multiple billions of dollars going through this whole nonsense of Hurricanes, EVs, and trying to kiss the government's butt cheeks. I mean, I'm just saying. So like I said earlier, I don't see the Hurricane engines saving the bacon for Dodge. I think they have to put a Hemi in there. And you see from other people, not us, because me and TK, like I said, we've never talked to these people. We've never heard of this publication going and talking about this article about Stellantis and stuff. We never do this exist until somebody sent us this actual article. So this is other people telling you guys that they've had people tell them that they are actively working on putting 1,000 horsepower engine inside of that Charger. And basically what, they got engineers actually working on putting the Hemi inside of the vehicle, right? So regardless of what these other people want to try to tell you that it's a lie, it's a hoax, whatever, there are more people talking about this, and other people got sources and other publications, right? If you can't trust a news organization, who are you supposed to trust? I mean, I'm just saying, right? But let me know what you guys think, right? Do you guys think that a Hemi in the Charger is going to be what's going to save Dodge? Or do you think the Hurricane era, when it comes out, is going to be their saving grace? Which I don't personally think so, because like I said, every vehicle the Hurricane's been in has led to a sales disaster. And I don't see the same fortune changing for Dodge and the Charger. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. And hey, you know what? If you want to basically check out some things that I've heard about a few things, I'll let you watch this video right here. I'm not gonna tell you exactly what it is, but it might be very interesting. But let me know what you guys think. And until the next time, I am out.